If you feel a snapping or popping sensation in the front of your hip every single time you raise your leg, or you're either hypermobile, hyperflexible, or used to be a dancer, so you have a lot of range of motion available in your hip, then the issue may be in your hip flexor. If there's tightness, weakness, or dysfunction in this muscle called your psoas, then every time you raise your hip into hip flexion, it can create a snapping sensation. And since you're already very mobile, it's unlikely that you'll be able to stretch your way out of this problem. Instead, you want to focus on three main things. One, how far can you raise your leg in a shortened position? Two, how strong is your leg in that shortened position? And three, how much of a difference is there between how far you can raise your leg versus how far someone else can raise your leg? And if all three findings are significant, like I showed here, you can start with these three exercises. The first is raising your own leg to that top position and then slowly controlling its way back down to the floor. After just working on that, you'll already notice a difference in how far you can raise your leg. I also really like to use this Captain Morgan exercise where you start your leg in a shortened position, raise it as far up as you can, and then turn it out to the side before slowly lowering back down to the ground. And this exercise where you put a weight on your foot, start in hip extension, and then raise your leg up as far as you can before lowering it back down to the starting position. As you build up the strength and control of these hip flexor muscles, you should hopefully notice that the popping and snapping sensation lessens and the hip in general just feels better and stronger.